States. I wanted to come up here real quick to let everybody know about the Transportation Department. And Mr. Kirby, they really appreciated seeing you because you're the first superintendent they have seen over a year. I decided after working 4 years on banquets and facilities for grilling and all that to actually become a bus driver. I told them I could do it part-time, and I did sign up for it thinking, okay, I want to check this out and go with it. Once I got involved with it, I realized how difficult that job is. In fact, more than just difficult, it took me a month before I actually got my license because it has to be so thorough, because not only did you have to learn how to run the bus, you have to worry about the safety of the kids, and when you ride with bus drivers, you realize they're also therapists for the kids. Kid gets on the bus in the morning, he's in a bad mood, bus driver says, well, Wallace, what's the matter with you, Wally? Oh, I had a bad day with Mom. Oh, come on, sit behind me. We'll make your day better. When they got off the bus, the kid was in a lot better mood. I said I could do this part-time. I am now doing it full-time, short-term, because the shortage of bus drivers is really, I think, very concerning. A lot has to do with the pay, the way they are treated. I was able to see their new contract. I thought it was an embarrassment to the drivers because it doesn't even keep up with the rate of inflation. The other part about it is not only am I a full-time driver because we're short, my route starts from Pine Ridge to Good Willie, all the way out to Eastern, to Orchard View, to Northern and back, 10 stops, because they didn't have enough people to do it. I said, yes, I will do it. I'm going to be doing it for 2 weeks straight, when I told them originally I was going to do it for part-time for 3 days a week. Please, look at the contract. Understand for me that it is not a typical job. It's not like food service, not taking anything away from food service. It's not like custodial. I'm not taking it. These people do their job because they love it, and they have to leave because they can't afford it. Look at the contract, make it more fair for them. So that's all I want to say about drivers, and I also want to change the subject. Maggie, Holly, I think it was great that you wanted to put a postpone and table it for 1 month. It would not have hurt, and I think that's only fair to the parents and the kids so forth still. Thank you for your time.
Pass. Okay, thank you. David Urban?
Hi, David Urban. I live on Greenbrier. I'm an English professor, and I've been teaching literature for over 30 years. One of the greatest texts that I can give to my students is Antigone. Have you ever read it? By Sophocles. I encourage you to, because it's a tragedy that's brought about by people failing to listen to each other, by people being set in their opinions for reasons they think are good, but they miss out on important perspectives because they're not willing to hear out the other side and curtail their own desire to get things done quickly instead of wait. Dr. Vincent talked about the virtue of prudence, and prudence involves thoughtful discussion based on timeless truths, such as us being created male and female, among other things. I saw a very courageous woman, Ms. DeBoer, speaking and asking for time to discuss things prudently, and I want to thank you for that. In all honesty, I don't believe she was treated respectfully at times when she did that, but I want to thank you for doing it, and I think everybody else in the room will feel that way as well. Continue, thank you, to be courageous, and I think more and more you will be listened to by everyone in the room. I think that one of the concerns that was mentioned was that of having the comments from the taxpayers come after the votes. That's a good concern. I don't know about you all on the board or you here in the audience, but I was deeply impressed by the wisdom, not just the passion, but the wisdom of the various individuals who spoke after this vote was taken. Good information given about the law and legal precedent and concerns with historical precedent. And I think you're missing out on the wisdom of some very well-informed and caring people if you continue this policy. So I'm asking you to change it and to recognize that you will be viewed with more respect and higher regard if you listen to people, if you listen to these taxpayers who are paying the bills in this district before you have these votes. But thank you, Deborah, and to everyone else.
Adrian Urban?
Good evening. I'd like to say a lot of appreciation and also concerns, but CJ, I'd love to talk to you someday like we discussed on Facebook. I may forget, but welcome, Dr. Kirby. I have a lot of things I want to touch base on, so I will speak quickly and maybe I'll just come next time, or maybe I'll fill out 2 cards next time if that's allowed. I'm passionate. I don't want that to be taken as rudeness. I don't want it to be taken as negativity, but I am very concerned about a lot of things that are going on and that have been going on, and I have abstained from coming because I have Lyme disease. I've been through a lot, and through this bond vote that went down last year, I was hit really hard, fell flat on my back with this, and I am praying hard that this is not going to happen again, and I'm going to be able to be engaged going forward. I've been praying a lot about this because I do agree with my husband who just spoke that we all need to listen to each other. We need to listen to you. Not that we're on opposite sides necessarily, but the whole community needs to listen. We need to teach this to our kids. I think that there's been a lot of either denying, ignoring, or being unaware of reality that has been going on with this board and in the culture at large, in Forest Hills and beyond. I will cite a few examples of that. I think it was said during this meeting that you can't have policies that are not law, which seems preposterous to me. I think that was said. I don't know if I misheard that, but I think that's obviously incorrect. My husband teaches at Calvin. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing that, but there are tons of policies there, and there are not laws about these things. And I will tell you that some of the behavior of the teachers in this school district would never have been tolerated for an instant at that university. And it is often regarded as very progressive. One of my neighbors, I live on Greenbrier, I forgot to say that. She told me that they pulled their student because she had a male identifying as female, following her into the bathroom multiple times, eyeballing or ogling at her child numerous times, brought it up to the school, nothing was done. Is this working?
It's trying to connect again, yeah, so,
Okay,
sorry.
I'll try to stop.
There it is, yeah.
Okay, she tried multiple times to get somebody to do something. Nothing was done, so she yanked her kid. She said, my child's safety matters more than anything, any reputation of education, of the school being great or not. And actually, I was very concerned because I saw that post on social media too about the man who has the twins who are getting passed along with D-minuses in the hope of, or in the principle of no child left behind. That is leaving behind children. So I think that's denying reality. We have men, we have women, that's it. I know that's not where the culture's going, but it is the way it is, and this is a moral thing. And the sooner people start realizing this, the better. Next, I'll talk about policies about teachers and harassment. Do you have a policy about that? I think you do. The name was brought up, gosh, I'm running out of time. The name was brought up, Jeff Wieringa. Jeff called me a liar, said that as the only thing that I do nothing else. He insulted me for homeschooling my children. He did all of this on school time and during the bond voting period, so that was a violation of campaign law, and he harassed me. I pay his salary. I am furious. I have heard other stories about this man, and I would like something to be done about it.
Okay, at this time, public comments are closed. Board thanks you for your input, and at the appropriate district representative will follow up with all of those who requested it. Is there any other business before the board?